Be here for a while and not worry every time it rains that I'm going to have water pouring into the basement.
A Chesterfield woman drowning in drainage problems when it rains. She spent thousands on repairs but says that she refuses to shell out any more money. That's where we begin tonight at 6. Thank you for joining. I'm Jasmine Turner.
And I'm Kurt Autry. Now, Allison Osasek says that she feels ignored pretty much by the county. It was only after she reached out to 12 on Your Side did she begin to get some answers. Here's Franklin White.
This whole area was submerged. You can see all the water. I was up on my deck.
Allison Osasek doesn't own a waterfront property.
There was water all the way from this back fence to my back door, which is right here.
But every time there's a significant downpour, this is what she sees.
It was a river that was basically running through here. A number of years ago, I had put in this dry creek bed to try to retain the water, but there's so much of it that during a downpour, it just can't retain all of the water.
She walked us through her Chesterfield property of almost 19 years that's already on low ground, telling us with each major storm, the ditch in front of her home as well as a culvert 2 lots over.
It's over the pipe.
Resulting in this, an issue she says happens several times a year.
These storms happened like 4 days in a row.
She says the problem got worse about 4 years ago when Reams Elementary School across the street was reconstructed. And since then, every time it rains, it literally pours.
It washes this way under Reams Road into this culvert here. And what happened during this last event, as you can see, all this vegetation is washed over. This culvert overflowed. It all came rushing down this way. So all of the water was coming out of the culvert around these 2 houses behind this fence, and it flows right into the backyard.
You can see where it cracked that tree off. That fence was just pulled over so far.
That's her nearby neighbor, 71-year-old Bob Harbottle. He too has been impacted, saying after the last major storm, his entire home was surrounded.
And the water here was coming very fast across here, across the corner of my house. And then, like I said, it was about 8 inches deep. So I got out into my yard and it was like up to about here. So about 8 inches and moving into the sewer pipe right there.
Allison says she and her neighbors have spent months making phone calls, emailing and contacting VDOT and Chesterfield County demanding a permanent fix.
Before this last storm event, I was told the water is doing what it's supposed to do. I was told we have other more pressing priorities at this time. I was told the infrastructure was not built to sustain a 200-year rain event, which it probably wasn't, but this happens several times a year, and we're not getting 200-year rain events several times a year.
With no signs of a solution, she called the 12 on Your Side investigators.
I just don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. And this is one of my last options.
When I reached out to VDOT and Chesterfield County, they told me in a joint statement they've already taken steps to improve drainage on her property and also agreed to do a survey to help with further evaluation. When I asked when the survey would be completed, they said the results came back August 20th. They are in the process of evaluating options. When I asked how specifically they'll ensure the drainage systems are functioning properly, I was told that will be determined as options are evaluated. As for Allison, her problems are far from over, but she's hoping with our help, this is a good start.
I've put a lot of money and effort into trying to make this my home, and I don't want somebody else's lack of responsibility to continue to damage my property that I work hard for every day.
We also asked VDOT and Chesterfield County for a timeline for the repairs. We were told, quote, at this time, it's too soon to tell. Many of